Feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Feliz
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. For Svenyo and yo. Feliz Nidad.
Felicidad. Qué disparatero.
Ah,
Felicidad.
Feliz Navidad.
look. Okay, I was close. I was close.
Feliz
Welcome
Navidad.
back to the. Oh, keep singing. Keep singing. You can be our background. Welcome back to the Big Screen Bros podcast. And today for the holiday season. Keep singing. What the? Keep singing, boy.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay, a little lower.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay, welcome back to the Big Three Boys podcast for the holiday season. If you celebrate, Merry Christmas. If you don't, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. And this week we just watched the Paramount Plus movie that just came out, Dear Santa, starring Jack Black and some other people.
And some chubby kid that I don't know. And Ben Stiller was in it too.
A surprise appearance by Ben Stiller. So the premise of the movie was a boy whose
Ash!
parents are
Ash! Can
fighting.
you shut up? You can stop singing now. Okay? You're not going to sing through the whole episode.
He was into it. He was our background music. So a boy, a 11-year-old boy whose parents are fighting and who believes in Santa, writes a letter to Santa. But here's the thing: he's fat. Oh, sorry, and dyslexic.
And dumb. Fat and dumb.
So he writes it to Satan at the North Lope. And he puts it in the one of those boxes that they have in small towns, which I guess a lot of towns have those now.
I
Where kids put
never
the
saw
letters
one of
inside
those
them.
in my
I
town.
feel I feel like they're common, but I don't know where the letters go. I guess the trash.
You know, to be honest,
But
at least over here, when it was Christmas time and I was a kid, my parents would just tell me, "Hey, what would you like to ask Santa for?" I didn't have to write a letter or anything like that. I did have to put out milk and cookies though. But
oh, I ate the milk and cookies.
yeah, but I didn't have to write a letter. I would just tell them.
They
They
would come.
they would lie to me because parents are liars, and they would say, "Hey, listen, tell me what you want to tell Santa, and I'll tell it to him, and he'll bring it to you." You know?
And you believed it.
My parents
Yeah, I was dumb, bro.
did. My parents didn't ask me because
Oh, you knew right away. Of course, that's what you're gonna
My
say.
parents told
I
me that
I
first stop
I
asking me for present. So I won't go.
I don't think I honestly had a time in my life where I believed in Santa. Personally, I can't remember ever being like, "Oh my gosh, Santa." But
My parents,
I did
I think
when I
you
was
told
really
me.
young.
I
my,
don't
my
think anyone
parents
told
made
me Santa
sure
wasn't
that
real.
I know that Santa is not real. They were like, no,
I'm
that
so
thing
sorry.
is as real as Batman, okay? No gifts
Batman,
for you.
Batman
Nobody gets
is
you.
real, right?
Batman is real. What the hell?
They told you Santa's real. You didn't believe. That explains so much. Wow. So he wrote a letter to Satan, and pretty much Jack Black is the Satan character, and he appears, and then we get on our little adventure. The whole premise would being he's gonna give the kid because like Satan doesn't get letters, it's Satan, and he
Yeah.
realizes the kid meant the right Satan, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you 3 wishes to make up for it. And as we find out later, he's like, after the third wish, I'm gonna get your soul. And pretty much the kid's he's a chubby loser, but he's got a good
No,
personality.
let me. Yeah, yeah. I would
His
say so.
his his best friend is black, and pretty much it's the way he uses his wishes now to solve all his problems as an 11-year-old. So his first wish was he didn't really wish for, but he has a crush on a girl, an Asian girl in her school, and she has a boyfriend. So he wishes for her to give him a chance, and pretty much he didn't say I wish. Satan just kind of was like, okay, that's her wish, gave it to him, and that began the contract. And pretty much she broke up with her boyfriend at the time, and then there's Post Malone. Post Malone,
Yeah.
man, he did a good job. They went to his concert, blah blah blah, and pretty much they started a relationship. His second wish, his black friend has a terrible problem. He's black, so he's like
No,
Satan.
that's not the
Oh no,
problem, bro. The problem is not that he's black. It's his buck teeth. This dude has like
Yeah, the thing that you complained about throughout the movie. What the
So
hell's wrong with this guy's
so
teeth?
oh yeah, that too. So it's funny because his friend, pretty much, his parents don't believe he has a friend, so he tells them, "I have a friend. He has
Bro,
cancer."
that's how
Oh,
bad his parents are. Like, first of all, they're always fighting. We're still not gonna reveal why, but they reveal why they're always fighting.
yeah.
Um, they're always fighting. They don't sleep with each other anymore. They barely seem to love each other. The mom cuddles the kid, and the dad is disappointed in the kid. He's like, "I want my kid to be a little Chad," you know.
We find out why the mom coddles, but we don't find out why he's disappointed.
Of course, the kid is a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. He's like a little fat, chubby kid that still believes in Santa, even though he actually doesn't believe in Santa. It's a ruse that he plays up to his mom because he
Yeah.
thinks that his mom wants him to be innocent. Maybe,
Well, it makes her because she loves Christmas. It makes her happy.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So his friend, his black friend, he tells him, "I have a friend." Doesn't tell him anything other than his name and that he has cancer. So it's funny because the parents, when he first shows up, they're like, "Who's this boy at our door?" And it's like, "Oh, that's my friend Gibby." And it's like, "This?" And they look at him. He's like, and then they see the buck teeth. They're like, "Oh my god, he's so sick."
Yeah, it looks like
And
this
then,
boy. It looked like this boy can open up cans just with his teeth, bro.
so when he makes a wish, buck teeth to go away because he hit on a girl. She rejected him once he saw the teeth. So the teeth go away, and then when his parents see the boy Gibby again, she's like, "Wow, you don't look as
You
sick
look better.
anymore."
You look less sick. She thought the cancer made her teeth better.
You look less toothy. Ah, nice, bro. You look healthy.
So the whole thing is he's got two wishes. So third wish is when he'll lose his soul. So we get to a
Yeah, but
point where,
before that,
well,
you forgot the point where they kidnapped
yeah,
their own kid
we're
from the wellness
yeah.
Yeah,
hospital.
because they're
He
worried.
was like,
I, I was literally about to get to that.
Yeah, because the
So,
problem is that the fat kid he's openly telling them, yeah, I talked to Satan. He's like my friend
yeah,
now, and they're
and
what? They're concerned, so they bring
in
even.
their house,
Yeah,
the walls are really thin. Like
true.
if you fart, everyone in that neighborhood will hear it. That's how thin those walls are.
Yeah, true. If you fart, you wake up the whole neighborhood.
Yeah. So like he every time he talking to Satan or his friend about Satan, his parents are listening and they're concerned. They have a therapist with Michael Key who did a good job too, and pretty much he's like this kid's crazy. So they so he goes on a date to like the park or something with his friend Gibby and the girl, and the parents sneak up, pretty much like you said, kidnap him, take him to a wellness center, and pretty much they're like, my kid needs help. So during that whole thing, we find out his parents find out he's completely crazy. He was at a Post Malone concert. He's cool. They take him back home, and pretty much he does like what every like teenager does, but he's 11. He's like, I hate you, mom and dad. And then he runs away to where Satan was staying at a Motel 6 at room 666. And pretty much
oh,
he tells him
No,
his
no.
last wish.
Before he goes over there, the
yeah,
par.
the thing you forgot was that the doc Keegan Michael Key told his dad that your son doesn't have brain tumor, and his dad was upset. Like, that's a big
Yeah,
deal.
because they wanted
Rather
something to
have your son
explain.
have
But see, this is another reason why the mom's just a better parent.
No,
She was like,
bro.
"Oh, thank you," and the dad was literally like,
Bro.
oh
he hit the
no! He
mark."
was
Like,
like, oh my
no,
god, no! He
Bro.
doesn't have a brain tumor. I would rather that this kid have brain tumor and die than him being dyslexic.
N-
That's how it was.
literally.
Nah, bro, let's
Yeah.
be honest. You're calling her the good parent, and she let his little brother die. Okay, let's just
No,
reveal.
I was just about to get about that
Because
next.
this is the part they reveal it.
Okay, okay. So he gets to the
let's be
motel and
honest.
he's like, "I'm a
Yeah.
Satan, my last wish," and we get into the whole thing. He's like, "After my brother died and all this stuff," and then they told it a little bit before. Pretty much, the mom was home alone and she had the kids and one of them died. I didn't really remember how he died, but the little brother Spencer died, and pretty much it ruined their relationship, and they moved from their town to where they are now.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
she's responsible for the death of their
Little
eldest
kid,
son.
yeah.
And look, pretty much she blames herself, and she's trying to talk to her husband, and the husband does not want to talk about it. He keeps arguing with her. He doesn't want to just sit and listen. And when they finally have the conversation, so here's the weird part about it. So he's gonna wish for his parents to be happy, get together, and stay together forever. But like maybe at the same time, his parents are actually talking, and with him running away and them discovering it and actually opening up, their relationship is healing. So in a way, the Satan was the best thing that ever happened to this family's life.
Bro, let me tell you something.
So
Let me tell you something. As a person that was raised in a religious household, this movie is very anti-Christian. It portrays the devil as a good guy that cares for you. No,
well,
they never
this is
mention,
mentioned.
bro. They
This is
barely.
mentioned. He's not actually the devil.
Right, right, right. But they kind of portray the devil as a good guy that's gonna grant you wishes. He wishes the best for you. He's gonna be your best buddy. He's gonna be Jack Black. He's gonna be there like the genie, entertaining you. Not and
Okay,
they.
but look at it from this standpoint. The
He
movie is
also
called
also
the
he
the
also
movie's
has
called Dear Santa, but on the first thing you see when I saw the trailer was Satan.
But that's the thing about this movie. That's why I'm
What
calling.
makes you think this is about Christianity?
No, no, no. That's why I'm calling it anti-Christian because this movie makes
It's not anti-Christian.
this movie makes the devil look good, and God is not even part of the movie. He's
But
not even relevant.
you realize so in this movie he mentions so yeah Satan's real, hell's real. That means he's such your God, and he said whatever God you serve or religion you're a part of. That means they're all real. It's not focused on any one religion. He's saying everything's real. Santa too. He's not this. No wants you to dismiss God. Like so many Christians are so in their feelings about the idea of God when every religion has different gods.
Again,
Only Christianity
that
has
just
different
proves
gods.
my
You
point.
don't
That
understand?
just proves my point. It's anti-Christian. It's an anti-Christian movie.
So it is an anti-Christian.
It is.
I think Christians are too sensitive, and I am Christian.
No, you're not. Okay, let's not even go there, bro.
Oh, you're going against my religion? You voted for Kamala Harris. Okay, I don't want to
I
hear
don't believe in God because
he can't vote.
it. So, cut that. So, so we find out his brother died, and he pretty much he's waiting for his parents to be happy. So, the whole other thing happens. They find him. Everything seems better. So we get to Jack Black. He's in hell, and pretty much the kid's like he's probably in hell because his three wishes are gone, so he assumed he lost his soul, sitting on his throne. And we get to hell, and this is the surprise appearance of Ben Stiller, which I thought was a nice surprise as Satan.
yeah,
And pretty much, Jack Black was a demi. They didn't say demigorgon because that's Stranger Things. They said demi something.
Demigorgon.
So it's the same thing. I said okay. So he's like a
Demigorgon.
lower level.
Yeah, apparently he's a level demon.
Yeah, like not an official demon, but because he doesn't have horns. But pretty much he does everything for Satan, like tasks, and when he does enough, he gets promoted to be a demon. But pretty much Ben Stiller as Satan was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the surprise of him.
You know what? Do you guys remember that movie with Jack Black and Ben Stiller where he's an inventor? He's a crazy
Yeah,
like idea guy and he invents like the poop away stuff. Remember that
yeah,
movie?
yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah, I do. And
I
he becomes rich, and then
yeah, he becomes rich. Ben Stiller, it's called envy, I think, because Ben Stiller envies Jack Black. Uh, I like the chemistry between Ben Stiller and
yeah,
Jack Black.
they're in a lot of movies together. Tropic Thunder too.
True, exactly. Yeah, the chemistry is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're actually friends, which is nice. And then we also had Kyle Gass from Tenacious D, because Jack Black is Tenacious D too. He's made a little appearance.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Satan was pretty much like all the wishes. The problem was they got a wish for evil things. The kid only wished for good things. We can't have him in hell. So I'm kicking you out, and his wishes. I can't take his soul. his wishes are null and void. And there's this whole like little like a few minute segment about what null and void means. And pretty much Jack Black had no idea what it meant. This movie had a lot of like little funny parts into it, like
Yeah,
just a lot of stuff with Key and Peele, the teacher, the English teacher. You didn't like the fart jokes, but
I
I get
don't know. No, the problem
No,
is,
the thing was that the problem was not with the joke. It's just that how long it was.
yeah,
You cannot.
exactly.
that. Yeah, you had to get the emphasis. See, you don't understand comedy.
No, no, for sure. This movie is like I would say it's like a kids movie. It reminds me of like the tone of the movie is like remember
It's
that
for
the movie.
adults.
Yeah,
It's for
it's
adults.
for both. It works for both, but it's
Yeah.
mainly kind of.
Technically, parents
There's
are not
no
let their kids watch it. They're gonna be like, this is Hollywood.
well, if they see Dear Santa on Paramount, they're gonna be like, oh, that's a Christmas movie, and not read the description.
And it's a good Christmas movie too, in terms of like
Yeah.
capturing the spirit of Christmas. But it reminds me of like those kid movies that like are just entertaining. Like remember the Bully one with Paul Giamatti and
Who?
freaking dude. What was it called?
I don't know names, bro.
It was like the day with the guy from Malcolm in the Middle, the kid. Um,
Which one? There's like four.
yeah, all four of them. Fuck it, they're all good, bro. It also reminded me of that movie of that kid that ate worms. That's kind of
The
tone that this
boogie,
movie.
the boogeyman
No, it's a kid that ate worms. I forgot the
from
name of it.
WB. He ain't Warmers.
Yeah, it's like it has the tone of a kids movie, and in that regard, and if you mix it
Funny
with
and funny.
yeah, if you mix it with like the comedy aspect and the holiday aspect, it's actually pretty good. It works.
Like I told you, I just saw Sonic 3. You get the same. It's the same thing, except Sonic 3 was, I'd say, funnier, but it's the same type of movie.
Yeah, those kind of movies to me are
Kids can
alright.
watch. Yeah, kids can watch it, but the adults will get the humor better. Like kids will enjoy it, but the adults will be the ones
I
laughing.
mean, the edgiest joke in this movie was like when the kid says to Jack Black, "Hey, don't touch me," and he's like, "Hey, I'm not one of your relatives." That's the edgiest joke in this movie.
I'm not sure trusted relative.
We got a lot of them down here. That was just funny. Like I told you, it was like that the woman in the military joke I told you.
Yeah, but
That's the funny thing.
to
But yeah,
to
so
yeah, wrap the movie up. To wrap the movie up, basically, Jack Black comes back and he says, "Bro, like I don't have your soul, so the contract is off. But even your last wish didn't count because your parents got together on their own, so you didn't have to wish for it. So I'm gonna grant you one other wish, and that wish
it's
was,
the one that he wrote in his note to Santa.
mm-hmm.
And as we find out, it was to bring his brother back to life. So this is the weird part of the movie.
Because at first he
When,
says that hey, he can't change
yeah.
history.
So when Jack Black first appeared, he's like, I can't change the past. So that implies he didn't stop his brother from dying because I guess none of the friends remembered him, so they hadn't met him.
Or maybe the kid was just lost and nobody bothered to find him and they just pretended that
That's
he
true.
was dead.
I think, or maybe. See, it's like they don't dive into it because it was like the last moment of the movie, but I feel like he brought his brother back from the dead, which he never said wasn't in his power, but his parents didn't say anything.
No,
So that implies he was
his
there.
parents. It's like they always had the memory that he was always alive.
And I guess he did change Post Malone's memories or minds for like a few seconds. So I guess with a wish, it's possible. But yeah, he brought the dead brother back. And it was a sweet ending because he cried and he hugged him. And then his black friend called him like, so he was being a jerk to the other girl. He's like, I got you another date. But I told her you were just upset because your brother died. And this is kind of like funny ending because now his brother's back and he's in the doghouse again.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do? And then the movie ends, and they had some post-credit scene with some other people in the story, which was nice. It was like a nice little thing.
Yeah.
So
Overall,
it
it's a good
was,
movie. Overall.
yeah, it was a enjoyable little holiday movie. It had the Christmas spirit for the time. I'd say everyone in the movie did a good job. The humor was there.
Um,
The emotions were there.
yeah, but it's also because it's a very basic, straightforward story. And
Yeah.
as I remember, I tend to like most Christmas movies. They all tend to have the same tone, which is the tone of Christmas and loving Christmas
Yeah.
and the magic of Christmas. Um, Most of them tend to be pretty good. I mean, you really have to mess up to ruin a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Um,
I agree. So so let's ask the man who didn't want to watch a Christmas movie. Ash, what did you think about it?
I mean, it was a decent movie. I would say it has their own twist. Some of the jokes were nice. I think if I was a kid, I would have liked this movie.
But Satan's not real.
I think even as a kid or now, I would have liked it, not loved it. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
would be one of those movies that I like, but I've seen better Christmas movies. You
I
know?
agree. I think we're all agreeing on that, and we give like a quick rating. I'll go ahead and start. I give it a solid. I give it a solid 6. I enjoyed it. It was nothing crazy good, but I enjoyed it.
yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for a kid movie. It was a long time.
You know,
Praise Satan.
I'll give it a 6 too. But I like Jack Black. To me, I liked him in this movie. This is the kind of role that's kind of perfect for him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm a little bit sick of Jack Black playing kind of the same character, this character all the time. It works for the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a little bit sick of Jack Black. Honestly, I like when he plays characters that are not the characters that he usually plays, or characters that are a little bit different. Those are my favorite Jack Black movies. But like, except from School of Rock, I like because that's like classic Jack Black. You know. Um,
Well, that's like the first. That's the first big Jack Black. Yeah.
yeah, but I like him in Gulliver's Travels, and he doesn't particularly play this kind of Jack Black.
King Kong.
Yeah, in King Kong, exactly. When he does like roles that are a little bit different, those are like
But
my favorite roles for him.
he's like John C. Riley. Like he doesn't do it much, but he can act serious if he wants to. But he likes to
Yeah,
have he likes to have fun and do silly stuff.
but yeah, and those are those like roles that he's like a little bit different. Those are the roles that I look forward to seeing him in. But he plays the stereotype of like funny chubby man, and he's fit, bro. He was doing flips on that
I
stage.
told yeah, I told you he's not fat.
He's like a lanky fat dude. So good for him. But
And
yeah,
I think we need to give a shout out to Post Malone because like in that there's a beer pong scene and he lost to the kid and then you just see Post Malone's face. He's pissed off like, hey, get that camera out of my face. I think he did a good job with what they gave him.
yeah.
It was like very limited as they should because he can't act.
No, I like that scene where they were just all celebrating in a concert. And to the credit of the little fat kid actor, in some of the dramatic scenes, he wasn't really that good. But when it comes to like having fun scenes and being like dancing and stuff, that kid went for it, and he was
Yeah,
good. You know. Um,
I think because he's got a good like this is a comedy movie and he's got Jack Black there. If Jack Black, I think he's like a supportive. He
ag-
seems like a very supportive dude.
Again,
So
now I remember Kevin James is the guy from King of Queens, right? Uh,
so random, yeah.
no, no. What I'm trying to say is this little chubby kid reminded me of like a kid, Kevin James. He's trying to like act sort of comedic, and he pulls it off for the most part. When it comes to like dramatic part, he doesn't. I don't know if he's quite that good for dramatic
Well,
roles.
he's also a kid. I'm not gonna judge his acting because kids don't know like the voicing stuff.
No, some kids are good. Like that kid from The Sixth Sense was really dramatic and good. And
Yeah,
that,
the Sixth Sense kid.
yeah, he's not a kid anymore.
He was in one. He had one tone, bro.
Yeah,
But
that kid went big.
yeah, and AI, I remember that kid could act. Even as a kid, he was good. Um, but yeah, the kid did good in this movie. Like I said, overall for me, it's a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good.